2013 and which threw light to this particular issue. For me, the CBN is doing its function. And want a situation like this whereby, I don't know why NNPC will not be accountable to. Like I said, there are 36 governors in Nigeria, but not 36. There are 37. One is a governor general, and that's the CBN governor. Because the CBN is the agency that is responsible for keeping all our money, and that shares all the money even to the federation and to all the 36. The most important governor that we have in Nigeria is the CBN governor, because the state of our monetary policy, the state of our economy resides in his office, and that's why his appointment is subjected to Senate ratification like any other important appointment in the nation. So for me, whether people are saying it's political or whether people are saying it's in the interest of the people for us to know what goes on in our government.
And Doctor, you have heard the explanation that NNPC has given regarding these various sums of money. What are your thoughts?
In my own view, there are questionable decisions and also reporting. Now, ordinarily, if you look at what the Fiscal Responsibility Act says about budgeting by the agencies of government, and they are listed in the schedule, 31 of them, NNPC is listed there. Now, there are expectations on how its finances should be managed. First is that by the end of the second quarter every year, they should make available their estimates in terms of expenditure.
It's by June, July.
Yes, by the end of June, it's supposed to be communicated to the Minister of Finance for the next 3 years. That is estimates. Also, their budget is supposed to be handed over to the Minister of Finance by the end of August, which means if NNPC is going to spend money on all these issues they mentioned, those items should have been in the budget for the current year. And that means that budget must also have been prepared as at the end of August, the preceding year. Okay? Now, budgeting also allows for contingency. So if NNPC would say, for example, there is restiveness in Niger Delta area, and therefore we expect this sort of vandalization to happen, there should also be a figure to it. In which case, you can't just come back and tell me, with the benefit of, let's call it hindsight, say, how do I explain this 10.8 billion? I will now put some figures together to convince me that that was what they spent it on. That is not financial discipline. And of course, even in reporting that, there is no transparency. It will be difficult to convince me as an analyst, for example, that was what all those monies went into. And that is how this goes. If you break it down in terms of what the law expects them to do, and now the way they are trying to do it. The other question is this: all these expenditures, did they pass through accounts that the Central Bank of Nigeria has an eye upon? Because if truly the Central Bank is the banker to the government and all these agencies, that means the CBN on its own should have seen firsthand when these monies were coming in and going out of the account. So it shouldn't even come up that Central Bank will have to go to NNPC to get details of how these reconciliation items arose and how they can be resolved. So if truly there was transparency.
So when the GM Public Affairs of NNPC make a statement that they've been doing this for many years, what do you say about the fact that the CBN governor alluded to a statement where he said that this has not been the case in the preceding years?
So it simply means that, yes, we've done some things wrong in the past, and we have gotten to a point where we need to make a change. So what I see here is NNPC is resisting the change that CBN is encouraging them to make, which will in fact make transparency more important in the way we do things, and therefore make us more accountable for the resources available to us. So in my own view, if this did not happen in the previous years, two possible reasons. One was that what NNPC is doing now had been done, but nobody said anything about it. Also, and more importantly, is the fact that nobody said anything about it because there was no pressure in terms of revenue. The reality today is that oil revenue is dwindling. Okay? And you look at our external reserves also, it is dwindling. It's even worse than what you see now in the sense that what the central bank reports now is a moving average. Not the exact point where the reserve is at this point in time. So which means that the actual reserve we have is likely to be less
than the figures.
moving average the central bank reports now.
Okay.
So central bank sees this picture. So ordinarily, they should be alarmed as an agent of the government.
Okay, thank you. The final word from you then, because we have to close now. What's your final word on this issue of accountability and transparency? In just 10 seconds.
My take is that if there's a nation that has laws on anything, it's Nigeria. We've legislated on virtually everything. But my conclusion is that let every agencies of government wake up to their responsibility. The central bank has thrown light on the issue on NNPC. We are just looking at NNPC. What about other agencies? If we begin to throw such light into other agencies, you will know that we still have a lot to desire in this country. Let them do something that will put food on the table of an average Nigerian and save us from this embarrassment concerning how we run our economy.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Biodun Adedupe, financial expert and economist. Thank you. And also Mr. Jide Johnson, the head of department, mass communication department within the Nigeria Institute of Journalism. Thank you very much, sir. Sunrise is taking a break. When we come back, another conversation as we do on this program every Saturday morning. So please stay around.